Comic 177, and they're still talking to Mr. Filch. This is one of my more economical apartments. You're kidding, right? It's a cardboard box. You're trying to get two intelligent adults to rent a cardboard box for $700 a month. Are you insane? How dumb do you think we are? Sweet wallpaper in here, Kenny. Let's live here. Uh, I don't remember. I did look at some pretty awful places when I was apartment hunting, but I mean, they're not. They're obviously not much quite as bad as just a cardboard box. But this is basically the the extreme mockery of hunting for apartments. I gotta say, I kind of like Kenny's coat. I don't know why. There's Mr. Filch in his checkered jacket, shirt, sweater thing. I love the comb over though. I'm still loving the comb over. And there's his guy, Smiley Smile. This end up in the box disappears unless Jeff's in a different box. I don't know. Seems to think the wallpaper's cool. I maybe it's just been a long weekend and I'm kind of tired, but I can't really think of much that's going on here. Much to say about any of this aside from the fact that this is just a blatant mockery of what happens when you try searching for an apartment and you get someone saying, "Oh, well, yeah, this is an economical thing, and see the use of the space is quite impressive," and meanwhile you're looking at it saying, "This is just a dive." And hopefully, unless you're totally desperate, you say, "This is a dive, I'm leaving." I mean, I was pretty desperate at one point. We were about less than a month away from not having a place, and we looked at one, and it was just the carpet felt wet, and it was in the basement, and I thought this is just going to leak. You saw mold, you could just smell the mildew in the air, and it was just this is an unhealthy place to live. It's just not it. I mean, it's kind of clean now, but it's just not going to stay clean. You know what I mean? So you just, it's good to recognize that. It's good to have standards, and it's good to look at a cardboard box and say, no, that's a cardboard box. You are insane. The only problem there is that what happens is what eventually needs to happen, where the person who has just shown you a cardboard box for $700, you have to say, what else you got? Because otherwise, and they have no method of, well, let's show them the worst first and move up, or let's show them the best first and move down. It's just kind of, I'll show you this place. What do you think of this? And then kind of, and one's a palace for $1 million. The next one's a dive for 900,000. The next one is perfect place for wicked cheap. The only problem is it's right next to the dump, and it's just things like that. You find some real gems, and other times it's just a parade of failure. Anyway, I think, yeah, I've definitely rambled on too long. So, more apartment hunting. I wonder how long this goes on. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow with Comic 178.